half hour, even playing fairly quickly, because you have to play 100 hands to play a full session, and I want to actually do that today. So I'll try and make my decisions as straightforward as I can. And actually, I was going to bring up the old calculator here so that we can talk a little bit about different spots. I'm going to check this back. I have essentially 0 equity. The king's not a bad card to bluff. Oh man, I'm not going to be able to keep the calculator up. Interesting. And I can't beat anything. Did make a pair, but I doubt he just like value bets ace high, and he's pretty much never bluffing with ace high. I think he would check and call more often, so I am going to fold. But yeah, I was going to have the calculator up just so we could talk about pot odds, because it's pretty basic and important in limit hold'em. And but if we get any interesting spots, then I'll pull it up and walk through it. But for right now, going to just kind of play straightforward. King high here, I think you could argue calling, but I am going to just dump that one off and get through some of these hands. 2-7, I'll actually fold the button. Probably defend here. Man, it is lagging. I think I might actually call all 3 streets. I assume he c-bets pretty much always. Kind of matters how the board runs out. See, actually, tens and jacks aren't great. I think I'm going to strap in and call down. That card's okay. Let's see what he shows up with. Probably a 10. Trips? That's a pretty good hand. All right. So stuck a nice, good 6 big bets right off the bat. Flop nothing. Give him another big bet there. Actually, 1.5 it looks like. I'll defend with the 5-6. Man, it's going so slow. And I'll fold there too. So you have to play them in 100-hand sessions, and limit hold'em and heads up limit hold'em especially are both really swingy games. So one 100-hand session isn't going to tell you much. We will call. Now we're kind of stuck calling down. Now we're definitely betting. Interesting. Kind of gross. Oh, really gross. Maybe the river will be a heart so I can fold. Whoa. Wow. I guess bet. If he raises it, it's interesting. He called with ace high, so that's sweet. Get a bunch back. Definitely 3-betting this one. And fold it. Anyway, I was saying, you have to play 100 hands, but 100 hands does not tell you a ton. Like, I've seen some other videos floating around where guys played like 2 100-hand sessions against him, and we're like, oh, well, he's not that good. Well, call me when you've played 10,000 hands against him. And even that, and heads up limit is really not a lot. So you'd have to play 100 full sessions against him to get to 10,000 hands, and even then, what are you doing? Call me down with queen high? Sweet. Even then, it wouldn't be that spectacular. So, of a sample size to come to any conclusions. So, let's see. That's probably why you shouldn't just 3-bet 8-9 off for no reason. All right, turn. I've got 2 overs. I've got shot to the nuts, and he might be strapping in with ace high, but I can see him folding queen high here. Now that is interesting. I think I'm going to bet. Yeah, it worked. It's a good card to bluff. Because if he was just strapping in with ace high, the king kind of sucks for him. He beats a lot less. So when you take that line, I'm not arguing that like 3-betting 8-9 off and then barreling 3 times is good, but I think that was actually a great river to be able to bluff. Now, if he sees that, all right, I'm gonna raise and then hopefully bet, or he can put in another bet. Interesting. I think I'm capping, and then I'm gonna raise turn, and if he puts another, if he puts in a third bet, excuse me, I'm just gonna call down. That's a screwy river. I'm not sure what I can beat now. Queen 9. I think I still bet for value, but it's really gross. And if he raises, it's just super puke. Interesting. Okay. He folds. After all that. Sweet. Check raise. Check raise, bet. Cap it. It's not a great turn. I mean, it's okay for me. Obviously, I'm betting now. I guess if he raises, I put in another bet as well. Okay. Obviously. So far, running pretty good after an auspicious start. So, he did 3-bet. We'll defend with Queen 7 suited. And 2, 3, 4. Got 2 overs, backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draw, but I'm not that interested in the hand. I think better players than me might float there or even like raise and do stuff, but I just have no problem letting it go. It's probably a little weak. Flop trips in the 3-bet pot. Continue. Hopefully he peels at least one off. We'll just bet and hope he calls down with ace high. If he raises, I'll probably put in another. That doesn't scare me. Obviously, he doesn't have pocket 10s. So yeah, he called down with king high. That's good for us. Suited ace on the button is an obvious raise. I mean, any ace, any king, almost any queen, any suited face card, jack 7 or better are all button raises. The board's not great for me, but you know, he defends really, really wide. See, this is kind of gross. Because now I'm getting like 6-1. See, I probably could have saved half of a big bet right there. But I think you're supposed to call with the backdoor not straight, backdoor not flush. You can turn a pair of aces, which is good. But now I'm going to fold. How many hands have we played? Let's see. 17. So yeah, this is why it takes forever. 3-bet. Sweet. I did not think that would get through. I actually fold jack deuce. If it's suited, raise. Otherwise I'll fold it. This one I will defend with. And flop a pair. So we'll probably go into call down mode. He's capable of firing 3 barrels, all sorts of stuff. Now if I've turned 2 pair, or like, actually this is a very good turn. I'm not going to check raise. I think there is some argument for it. Now, if I make this straight, I'm probably going to lead. Queen's a bad card. I might actually fold this. What happened? Oh, it showed ace 3. I didn't even notice it shows cards. Sweet, I lost. Alright, obviously betting. At the turn, and a lot of rivers do. So let's see. And he folds. Queen 3 out fold. Nope, he gave me. Queen 5 is actually like right at the bottom. I think I fold Queen 5, Queen 6. Offsuit. If it's suited, I raise. I raise any 2 suited from the button when I'm playing heads up limit. I'll fold that. That's fine. I think he defends Queen 4, Jack 4, stuff like that, but I don't. Probably a leak. Maybe not. Sweet. It's a good board for me to And I have an ace on. See, this one's close. I don't know if you're supposed to 3-bet or just call. I think if it's suited, you 3-bet more regularly. Please bet. Please bet. Yay. Timing tell. Interesting. So I don't know if I'm supposed to cap or not. Which probably makes me a complete moron. I assume I'm supposed to cap. But it's really interesting because when I check raise, for sure, we're capping this. If he has a bigger boat, it's good for him. Apparently he does. Oh, I'm sorry, bud. He flopped the nuts. Whoops. That's awesome. I hit a running boat. Pair of twos. Yes, they say this guy's good. I'm gonna check back that. Oh, I'm an idiot. I shouldn't have checked that back. That's okay. Queen 9, yeah, I was supposed to bet the turn. Defend with 8-10, I think that's pretty standard. I'm gonna check fold. Right, yeah. So, quarter of the way through, Queen 7, right on the edge there. That's the bottom of the range that I open. And obviously I'm defending 100% when 3-bet. But that one kind of sucks. I just let him run all over the place. But that's fine. Sorry, take a phone call here. 2-7, make my go. King 9 suited. Monster hand. I'll cap it. Backdoor. Not flush. Can raise. See, now I'm splitting with all other kings. Interesting. Yeah, for sure checking back. I assume I'll see a jack here. Yes. Okay. Let's chop, right? Yeah. Sweet. Another premium hand on the button. Let me cap it. Darn. Bet. Bet. Fools. I can fold that. That's fine. I think that was close. I think you can call it 2-4. Alright, next hand. Definitely raise. Definitely flop the open-ended straight draw. Backdoor straight flush draw. Definitely calling. I think you could actually cap or put in a 3rd bet there. I'll check back that. I don't know what he's up to. Definitely raising. And if he puts in a 3rd bet, I'll just call. Queen 3, I win. I can fold that. I think that's close too. Those really low, unsuited connectors, I think are close decisions you can make about what you want to do with them. I think I'll cap for the first time pre-flop. And flop absolutely nothing. Now I'm getting 8-1 to bluff. Turn a little bit of equity, check it back. Gosh, I can't beat this thing. What am I getting? 6-1? Does he bluff with queen high? Weird stuff, mate. Let's see what he does this with. 6, 7. Makes perfect sense. I think there's a good argument to just folding the river. Even getting 6-1. Alright, what hand are we on? 37. 40% of the way there almost. Flop a pair. Bet. Great turn. We can turn our hand into a bluff. I don't know if he folds his 6. Let's find out. Now, if he has a diamond, he's just literally never folding. And he does. Wow. It's a pretty strong diamond. I think you can 3-bet there. Bet. I'm not really thrilled about the jack. So this. I'm gonna call the river. In case he's doing this with like the ace or anything. Jacks and 5s. Okay. So I definitely misplayed that hand. It's a good board for us. Fold. Leaking chips over here. We got a premium 3-betting hand. Flop top pair. Make some of our money back. I'm going to put in a 3rd bet with it being destroyed. If he caps, I'll call down. Or if he raises here, I'll call down. No. Definitely betting for value. If he raises, I'll just call. Folded. Interesting. Flop a pair, back to a flush draw. Call. Might be weak. Might be pretty weak. Flop a pair. Bet. Check, fold. Wah, wah. Seems really weak, but can't be anything. I don't know if he value bets a king or not. Fold. Alright, let's tighten up instead of doing some of the weird 3-betting I've been doing. Fold that. He's grinding me down. King on the button. Defend. Interesting. See, if I call here, I have to call almost every river that's not a heart. At least the way I feel. 3-bet. I'm just gonna let it go. I know I'm playing weak. Ace high call down. Okay. So he's swinging it back in his favor. Definitely peeling one here. I will bet that. Now I will check back. Expect to see a 6. It's a pair of 8s. He is 3-betting quite a bit more now. I don't think he makes adjustments as he goes. I think it's kind of just what you run into. Yeah, see, I just said I wasn't going to 3-bet wide. I click 3-bet. I'm definitely going for 3 streets of value. Call me down. Bet. I don't know if there's very much value in betting. I think queen high would fold now. Maybe I can get a better king high to fold. I'm going to check back. I'm going to call. Interesting. I'll bet for value. See, this one I can 3-bet with a clear conscience. Yeah, ace high, that's a bad card for him. Sweet. I'm gonna fold if he bets the river. Now I'm gonna raise. I can fold. Getting there. Almost 60% of the way through. Video's already 20 minutes. Might be a weak fold. I don't think this is that thin. I think I need folded. Guess you defend since it's suited. Wow, what a flop. Wonder if you can check raise for value here. Probably not. Oh, wow. My hand is the purest of pure bluff catching. I probably should check raise the turn. I think I'm gonna save a big bet. Oh man, such a good board for a bluff. He raises the button. Do you bet a 6 for value? Yes, he would. Let me cap. That might be weak. Oh gosh. Premium hand. Oh. Balance of 0. 3-bet. Or not. Crazy daisy. Hey, I snuck one through. Cap it. Should be a clean 3 streets of value. I think I'll shut down the turn. Defend. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm gonna check raise. And then fire every turn. Backdoor not flush draw, backdoor straight draw. 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pair of twos with an ace. Definitely calling that backdoor straight flush draw. I'm gonna fold this one. Three bet the old 8-9 suited. Flop the world. Don't let me down, random number generator. Don't let me down. Do you value bet here? I think you do. You holding? Five. Aces. Fold. Let's see if he makes his first fold ever. Flop the nuts. Bet. Now he raises. Put in another one. Yeah, baby. Flop the nuts. Raise. He must have a set. Please raise. Please have a boat. What? What? What is he doing? Capping the flop. Whatever. What hand are we on? Next hand. 80. Fold. But he was almost a half hour already. Fold. Fold our way to a win. Flop on a set. Flop a set. Flop a straight. It's kind of a pretty bad board. Turn some equity, baby. Show me that ace high. Show me that queen jack high. No. Oh man. We're getting there. 10 more hands about. 2, 3, 4, 6. 5 of clubs. 5 ball. That's the nuts. That is the nuts. And it's not the nuts anymore, but it's still pretty much the nuts. 3 bet. Flop. Alright, whatever. You can have it, buddy. Loose defend. You can have that one too. Ace on the button. Decent flop. He leads. I think that's the first time he's donk led. I think I'll bet for value. Yeah, that's a terrific river. Terrific. 3 bet. Coming in hot. Top pair. Bet. Not a great turn. Bet. Check. Call. Winner. I hate you. Show me that ace of spades, nothing else. Not hand, topest of pairs. Now I've got the topest of pairs. Oh man, I think that might be the worst river besides a queen. King 10, okay. Back to square one. Three more hands. Come on, flop trips, baby. That's a three bet. Sweet. Yeah, he's not going anywhere with his king 5. Ace high, even better. Alright, last hand. Time to get unstuck. I need 2 big bets. Flop a pair. There we go. Let's see. Let's see. Queen, Jack. Hey. Ended up winning 2 big bets. Nice. Well, as you can see, you can kind of tell a little bit of how Cepheus works. So, nothing, I don't think there's anything too crazy, but that's kind of the gist of Cepheus for you guys. So, leave your comments below. Let me know which hands I misplayed terribly or which ones I'm playing too weakly. But thanks for watching.